Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we've got some exciting news straight from Linus Torvalds himself. Linux Kernel 6.11 is officially out, and it's packed with a ton of updates and improvements. Whether you're a developer, a gamer, or just a Linux enthusiast, there's something in this release for everyone. So, let's dive into what's new in Linux Kernel 6.11. So, Linus Torvalds announced the release of 6.11 while attending the Linux Kernel Maintainer Summit in Vienna, Austria. In his words, it's out, and now it's time to give it a try. So, what exactly does this update bring? Well, each Linux kernel release, like this one, comes with support for future hardware that most of us won't even touch for a while. But today, I'm focusing on the real stuff, the improvements that affect the hardware you and I can actually buy and use right now. First up, AMD users are going to love this. With Linux 6.11, the AMD P-State driver gets a couple of new features, like Core Performance Boost control. This lets you fine-tune your CPU's turbo and boost frequency ranges, giving you more control over each core's performance. If you're running a Ryzen Zen 4 chip, you'll also benefit from AMD Fast CPPC, which delivers up to 6% better performance without increasing power consumption. And hey, if you're into encryption, here's a fun one. AES GCM encryption is up to 160% faster on modern AMD and Intel processors, thanks to some stellar work by a Google developer. Intel's not left out either. There's new performance monitoring support for the latest Lunar Lake devices. If you're running a Linux server on Intel chips, you'll now benefit from sub-NUMA clustering support, which boosts performance on workloads using NUMA. And for those running Meteor Lake or newer chipsets, Linux 6.11 improves AI support with updates to the IVPU accelerator driver. So, whether you're into AI or just pushing your hardware to the limits, there's a lot to get excited about. Now, ARM64 and RISC-V users, we've got some good news for you too. With ARM64, CPU hot plug support is now available on ACPI systems, making it easier to manage CPUs going offline or online. RISC-V now supports memory hot plugging, and if you're working on ACPI-based systems, expect better NUMA support and even more hardware goodies. But here's what really caught my attention. New hardware support. If you're rocking a Lenovo Yoga C630 with a Snapdragon 850 or the ASUS VivoBook S15, you're in luck. Linux 6.11 introduces embedded controller drivers that enhance battery and power management. Chromebook users, this one's for you. The new drivers in Linux 6.11 improve fan speed control, temperature monitoring, and even let you set a charge threshold. Plus, for all the digital artists out there, the Huion Inspiroi 2S and XP-PEN Deco Mini 4 tablets now work out of the box on Linux. Now, there's a ton of other smaller but equally awesome updates in 6.11. Ext4 gets a performance boost of up to 20% on fast devices. There's also better support for NVMe and SCSI drives with atomic write operations, and new tweaks to the I/O Uring subsystem. And if you're a fan of block drivers written in Rust, Linux 6.11 brings support for that too. Oh, and we can't forget that it now supports the VMware Hypercall API, and even adds a monochrome logo for kernel panics. So there you have it, folks. Linux Kernel 6.11 is an exciting release with major performance boosts, new hardware support, and improvements for a wide range of devices. Whether you're on AMD, Intel, ARM, or RISC-V, there's something in this update for you. If you can't wait for your distro to package it up, you can always compile it yourself or grab one of the mainline builds. Are you planning to upgrade to 6.11? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more Linux content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay curious, stay open source, and until next time, happy tinkering.